Good evening, everybody. Tonight, the Sting are taking on the West Dundee Leafs. First time we've seen them this year. Last year, the Sting went 3-0 against the Leafs with a combined score of 23-2. But this is not the same Leafs team as last year. Their team this year is basically made up of all Blues players from last year and some other teams. I think there's very few holdovers from last year's Leafs team, so it's basically a brand new team. So far they've been top 3 team in Central States. I think they have won a couple of tournaments this year up in Michigan, and then down in Dallas they won that tournament. They're a very good defensive team. They've only given up 19 goals in league play so far. They beat Afton this morning 4-2, and the Sting are coming off a 2-1 win against the Sabres this morning. So both teams had the game earlier today, so there's no rest advantage for either of the teams. And we'll see how it goes. Is in goal tonight. Starting out will be Capelin, Dorn, and Knittel with Axe and Evans. Face-off, taken by the Sting. Evans has it, plays it up to Knittel. He drops it off for Capelin. Caplin's into the Leafs zone. They try to get out, but it's held in by Evans. And Knittel is going to get a penalty right off the bat for a check from behind. So 15 seconds in the game, we got a penalty coming up. Not the start we want. The Leafs are going the other way with speed. They get into the Sting zone. It's touched up by Evans. And Knittel is getting a boarding penalty. So 2-10 right off the bat for Knittel. They got 1:30 on the board, but it should be a 2-minute penalty. Coming up for the penalty kill is Land and Trader. Leafs win the faceoff. They play it back to the point. They send it down along the boards. They play it back to the point man. Sends it back to the faceoff dot. Back to the point. He walks in, takes a shot. He whiffs on the shot, but he gets it over to him. He takes a shot. It's blocked by Evans. He pokes it around the boards. Axe goes back to get it. Tries to poke it ahead. He can't quite get anything on it. And the Leafs have it at the blue line. They go D to D. They send it to the guy in the slide. Takes a shot through traffic and is saved by Hackman. Holds on for the faceoff. 28 seconds killed off the penalty. Fresh set of penalty killers coming out with Scales, Vogel, Ditch, and Otero. Face-off taken by the Leafs. They play it back. They can't handle it, and it goes into the neutral zone, and Ditch is chasing after it. He's putting on the pressure. He forces a turnover. He knocks it to the corner. Ditch has it on his stick again. He sends it towards the net. It's sticked away by the Leafs goalie. And the Leafs recover and get out of their zone. Good pressure by Ditch on that. Leafs send it rink wide. Bounce over stick. Vogel sends it high off the glass, but it's gloved down, held in. They chip it into the zone. They walk in. They take a shot. It goes off the side of the post, and the net was loose. Leafs have it back at the point. They send it back down low. Work it along the boards. They cycle it down to the corner, and they send it back to the point. Sends it over to the face-off dot. Backdoor pass right in the slot, and a goal. So power play goal by the Leafs. They take a 1-0 lead off the early power play. So 14-17 to go in the first period. Capelin is out with Salas and Freeman, Gwynn and Field. Gwynn sends it deep into the Leaf zone. It gets hung up, and the Leafs send it up and out. Field goes back to get it. And he tries to play it up the boards, but it's intercepted by the Leafs. Capelin on the back check takes it away, and Field sends it far boards. Salas is on the forecheck. They bank it off the boards, almost held in. Capelin has it at the blue line. He sends it into the Leaf zone. That was only the third power play goal the Sting have given up in league play. So I guess we're due to give one up. Unfortunate start. It's 1-0, even though it says 0-0 on the scoreboard. Now we have Land, Pickle, and Middles out for the forwards. Leafs take the face off. They break out of their zone. It's off their skate. Land picks it up, but it's kicked into the zone by the Leafs. They are at the top of the face-off circle. He dances around in the corner, sends it along the boards, and he skates it out to the point. Sends it towards the net. It's deflected wide. And his backhand out of the zone, and is brought back in offsides. Trader, Ditch, and Dorn come out with Axe and Evans. So forwards will be jumbled for a little bit as Kindle is serving his 10-minute major penalty. Face off, taken by the Leafs into the Sting zone. Evans goes back to get it. He plays it off the boards to Axe. Axe plays it up to Trader. It's knocked off the Trader's stick. And the Leafs have it down in the corner. Ditch sends it behind the net to Evans. It's poked away by the Leafs. And it's tied up again behind the net. The Leafs dig it out. It's knocked away, and it's picked up by Dorn. He sends it to Trader. Trader's going through the middle. Tries to split the D, but he's cut off. And the Leafs player falls down. And a Sting player fell down up front too. So players are falling down all over places. Goes to center ice. Evans has it. Sends it over to Axe. Axe sends it ahead to Ditch. Ditch is going in all alone. He takes a shot. Bad save for the Leafs goalie. And the Leafs are counterattacking the other way. They're into the Sting zone. They take a shot. Saved by Hackman, holds on for a face-off. 12-18 to go in the first. Capelin comes out with Freeman and Otero, backed up by Vogel and Scales. Pass sent over to Otero. He sends it up to Freeman. Freeman chips it into the Leaf zone and is chasing after it. Capelin knocks it away on the forecheck, and Leafs spin away from Freeman. They send it high off the glass and out of the zone. Vogel had a little trouble with it, but he recovers and he skates into the Leaf zone with the puck. It's knocked off away from him, and the Leafs send it up and out. But Capelin's there to pick it off. He walks back in, he takes a shot, deflects off the defender into the netting for a face-off. Face-off taken by Capelin. He's down in the corner with it, leaves it for Freeman, but the Leafs get it out of the zone. Otero's regrouping with it, sends it over to Scales. Scales skates to the red line. He sends it in deep on goal. It's sticked away to the Leafs defender, and they send it up and out. The Leafs player falls down, and that causes an icing on the Leafs. And face-off back into the Leafs zone. Land, Salas, and Middles are out for the forwards now. Face-off won by the Leafs. They play it back behind their net. They play it up to their forward along the boards, and then they hit the guy streaking through the neutral zone. They get into the sting zone. Played behind the net. Scales sends it to Salas, streaking through the zone. He chases after the puck. The Leafs recover and take it away from him. Salas is battling for it along the boards. It's poked out. Land has it on the stick. It's knocked away from him. He twirls and he sends it in, but it's intercepted by the Leafs. They send it to the guy streaking through the middle. He gets into the sting zone. He spins off the truck from field. They play it back to the point. They take a shot through traffic. It's deflected and goes just wide. Sting get it up and out of the zone. And the Sting are going to change, and the Leafs are going to change. They send a stretch pass. It's knocked down by Middles. It's picked up by Ditch. He goes into the Leaf zone. He's knocked off the puck. And the Leafs are cycling behind their net, looking to break out. They send it up and out. It's off the stick of Gwynn, over to Field. Field sends it up to Ditch. He tried to send it in, but it's deflected, and the Leafs take it away. They get to the red line. They send it deep into the Sting zone behind the net. Field goes back to get it. Tries to send it over to Pickle, but it's knocked away, and the Leafs come away with it. They go into the slot. They spin away from Pickle. They send it behind the net. And Gwynn goes over to get it. Leafs send it behind the net. Now Field is over to get it. He sends it up to Pickle. Pickle tried to get it out. It's knocked away from him. And the Leafs keep it in the zone behind the net. Gwynn goes back to get it. Chips it high off the glass. And Ditch gathers the puck. He sends it in deep to the Leaf zone. He's going off for a change. Pickle's on the forecheck. They get it by him. The Leafs get it out of the zone. Capelin picks it up, sends it over to Axe on the regroup. Axe whiffs on the pass. Capelin's there to get it, though. And Capelin's wheeling through the neutral zone. Finds the stick of Dorn, drops it back off to Capelin. Capelin's down in the corner with it. Cycling behind the net. Avoids a hit. Otero picks it up. Otero, a little saucer pass over to Capelin. It bounces over his stick. Axe goes, pinches to hold it, and Capelin sends it towards Otero. He whiffs, and it goes to the corner. Now, the Leafs are going the other way. They got numbers. They send it into the Sting zone. It's deflected. It goes right on net. Hackman sends it to the corner, and Evans is there to get it. It's flipped out, not out by Dorn. It's gloved down by them. Now Dorn gets it out of the zone. Leafs get it right back into the Sting zone, and they send it towards the net. Sticked aside by Hackman. Sent around the boards to Dorn. Dorn chips it ahead, not out of the zone. Now he gets it out. Sends it ahead to Capelin. Capelin sends it over to Otero on the far side, but it's knocked away. And they go through the middle. Trader picks it up. Little trouble gathering the puck, and the Leafs take it away. They send it off the boards, out of the zone. They send a nice cross-ice pass. They take a shot. Glove saved by Hackman. Leafs constantly have somebody leaking out so far. That's a couple times they've gotten a forward behind the defense coming out of the zone. So coming out will be Land, Trader, Freeman with Vogel and Scales. Face-off taken by the Leafs. They take a shot. Saved by Hackman. Vogel sends it out of the zone. And Freeman will try to chase after it. They wave off icing. They get away from Freeman, and they're going up the ice. They send it cross ice. Scales picks it up. He goes behind the net over to Vogel. Vogel sends it back to Scales. Scales chips it ahead, but no one's there for the sting, and it's Leafs intercept. The centering pass is blocked by Land, and he's going out of the zone. He's going with Trader. He sends it, tries to get a Trader, it's blocked. Trader picks it up in the corner. Trader dances with the puck. He turns, takes a shot, it goes wide. And the Leafs come out with it. They tip it off the boards into the sting zone. They take a shot, it's blocked by Scales. Vogel goes to pick it up. He's pinned against the boards. He digs it out. And he skates it out, sends it up to Trader. And Trader's skating out with it. He's just going to ice the puck for no reason. And that'll be icing on the sting. So Trader had plenty of time to gain the red line, but he decided to ice it for some unknown reason. Now it's face off back in the sting zone with 7:17 to go in the period. Ditch comes out with Dorn and Middles, Field and Gwynn. Face off taken by the Leafs. It's poked away. Shot goes to traffic. It's blocked down by Gwynn, and he's skating out with it. He chips it ahead to Salas. And the Leafs send it up and out of the zone. Gwynn has it, but it's poked away from him, and the Leafs are going the other way with it. They're into the sting zone. He splits the D, but Gwynn's back to get it. He tips it up the glass. No one's there for the sting. D walks the line, shot through traffic. It hits a leg in front and goes to the side of the net. It goes behind the net. Ditch is back there to get it. And he sends it up and out of the zone. Hits the skate of the Leafs player in the neutral zone. And they send it to the side. And they're offsides by 5 feet. And they wave it good. So Gwynn has it. Sends it. Tries to get it up to Salas, but it's intercepted. Or that's Dorn. Leafs lose it. Dorn picks it up. Sends it down behind the net. And Sting are changing, so we don't have a forward on the other side at the moment. But Caplin's there. He picks it up. He gets around one player. He gets around another. He has on a stick. He takes a shot. Saved by the Leafs goalie. Battle for it behind the net. It's sent back to the point to Vogel, or Evans. Evans sends it down low. It gets by Caplin. Axe is down there pinching. Leafs knock it away, and they send it up and out of the zone. Now go all the way down for icing. So 5:49 to go in the first. Caplin is out with Otero and Pickle, Axe and Evans. Face off taken by the Sting. Caplin has it, he loses it. And the Leafs get it out of the zone. They knock it into the Sting zone. They have it along the boards. Their shot's blocked by Caplin. Otero picks it up. He drops it off for Axe, who sends it over to Evans. Evans has trouble with the puck, and he sends it over to Axe. Axe sends it, tries to get it to Otero, but the Leafs intercept it. They send it right back into the Sting zone. Evans picks it up. He's circling behind the net. He sends it off the board, so Otero is too far for him, and the Leafs are right back the other way. Evans overskates it, and now they're going in. Centering pass knocked away right to them. They whiff on the shot, and Caplin picks it up. Caplin's going to the zone. It's poked away from him, and the Leafs get it out of the zone. Vogel has it. He spins off the forecheck, and now he's skating through the neutral zone. He walks in. He takes a shot. It's blocked and sticked aside by the goalie behind the net. Freeman's on the forecheck. He misses the puck, and the Leafs skate out with it. Good back check by Land. He checks the Leafs player into the ref. Now the Leafs are going into the Sting zone with it. They lose the handle, and Freeman's going the other way. He puts on the brakes. He sends it ahead to Land. Land weaves through a couple of defenders, goes into the Leaf zone. It's poked away from him. The Leafs have been really good on their sticks. They've been poking it away from us time and time again so far. Leafs player falls down, chasing after it, but he still gets it behind the net. Sent back behind the net, and Scales tries to go over to get it, but the Leafs win the race to the puck. They drop it down low. They send it to the point. They can't handle it, but he was able to hold it in still. Land knocks it out of the zone. The Leafs have got to regroup. Four minutes to go in the first period. They send it deep into the Sting zone behind the net. Vogel goes and gets it. Salas had the puck, but he didn't look before he passed it, and it was a turnover right to the Leafs. They chip it high off the glass out of the zone. They glove it down, and Salas on the back check knocks it away. Sends it up the ditch, and it's taken away by the Leafs. Salas is aggressive on the forecheck, and now he's going in all alone. Good recovery by the Leafs defense. They poke it away from Salas. Trader sends it down low to Salas. He's checked off the puck. He regains it, and he's tied up, and he can't get the pass to Trader, and now the Leafs are going the other way. They take a shot from the blue line, hits the boards behind the net, and Hackman's got to cover for a face-off. And Knittel is finally out of the box. Ditch, Trader, and Middles are out with Gwynn and Field. 3:14 to go in the first. Face off taken by the Sting. Middles has it. He sends it over. Tried to get over to Trader, but it's intercepted by the Leafs. And Middles knocks it out of the zone. Trader's on the forecheck. He misses the puck. And the Leafs get it back into the Sting zone. Goes behind the net. Field is there to pin off the player. And the Leafs cycle it back to the behind the net. Leafs pick it up behind the net. They send it to the corner. Trader tries to poke it away, but he can't. Their shot is blocked by Ditch, and Trader picks it up. He sends it over to Ditch. Ditch is in the zone with it. He tried to centering pass to Trader, but it's blocked by the Leafs, and the Leafs are counterattacking. Trader angles him off, and Gwynn picks it up in the D zone. Sends it over to Ditch. Ditch tries to send it in deep, but the Leafs intercept it. It's picked up by Axe, and he sends it in deep. And Stanger getting some fresh players out there. Dorn's on the forecheck. He knocks it away. Leafs pick it up in the corner. They pass it behind the net looking for the breakout. They chip it off the glass, and Axe picks it up. He centers it, but no one's there. Now Dorn has it. Dorn's going into the Leaf zone. He's going with Capelin. He takes a shot. His sky is over the net. Rings around the boards. Capelin has it. It's knocked away from him. Capelin goes back to get it. The Leafs pick it up in the neutral zone. They enter the Sting zone. They do a good pass the guy in the slide. It's deflected. It goes just wide. Leafs have been very dangerous. They whirl, take a shot. Pad saved by Hackman. They kept trying to poke at it. Sting got him off the goalie. 1:43 to go in the first. The Leafs still have a 1-0 lead after an early power play goal. Capelin's out with Dorn and Knittel, Axe and Evans. Face off won by the Sting. They do the bank play up to Knittel. Knittel is racing after it. I don't think he's going to get there in time. The Leafs goalie comes out and plays it. He sends it up and out of the zone. And now the Leafs have it. They send it into the Sting zone. Axe goes back to get it. He plays it up around the boards. And the Leafs send it wide behind the net. And Knittel picks it up. He whiffs on the pass. He picks it up. Back check. They knock it away from him. And the Leafs are regrouping in their zone. They try to get up, and now it's deflected by Dorn for a second. They send it into the Sting zone. Vogel goes back to get it. He sends it up to Dorn. Capelin chips it off the boards. The Leafs intercept it. Now they're going on the regroup. They send it high off the glass, and Scales is there to get it. He puts on the brakes. He's looking for options. He skates into the Leaf zone with it. Sends it down low. And the Sting are changing again. The Sting cannot get any zone time established because every time they get it into the Leaf zone, they're going off for a change. So we have no pressure. And they just get it right back out of the zone. So 35 seconds to go in the period. Vogel has it, sends it over to Scales. Scales back to Vogel. Vogel hits Middles on the tape, but it bounces off his stick. And now the Leafs are going into him when they take a shot. Saved by Hackman. It's loose. And Land blocks the rebound attempt. He chips it up and it's just out of the zone. Sting or the Leafs are regrouping. They're offsides, right on goal, but they are offsides with 13 seconds to go. Faceoff will come back to center ice. Ditch, Otero, and Trader are out with Vogel and Scales. Faceoff won by the Leafs. 10 seconds go in the period. They flip it into the neutral zone. Bounces over everybody's stick. Scales goes back to get it. He circles behind the net with 3 seconds, and that will do it for the first period. Sting are down 1-0. The Leafs really took it to the Sting there the first period. The Sting did not generate much pressure at all in the period, and the Leafs were able to capitalize on an early power play. Starting off the second period will be Ditch, Trader, Otero, Gwynn, and Field. Faceoff taken by the Leafs, and they send it into the Sting zone, blocked down by Field. He sends it to Otero. Ditch picks it up. He goes into the Sting zone. He sends a shot towards the net. It goes wide. Trader picks it up along the boards. He loses it, and the Leafs break out of the zone. They take a shot. Glove save by Hackman. Hold on for a faceoff. So once again, the Sting cannot establish any sort of offensive zone time. Now we have Capelin, Freeman, and Salas out with Evans and Axe. Faceoff taken by the Leafs again. They've won a lot of faceoffs so far. They go D to D. They walk in. They take a shot. It's deflected. It goes over the net. And the Leafs send it back behind the net. They kick it to the corner. And he's circling with the puck. Their D to D pass is intercepted by Salas. He sends it ahead to Capelin. Capelin's going into the zone. His centering pass is blocked. He gets over to Salas. Salas spins off with it. He sends it up the boards to Capelin. Capelin plays it to the point. Go D to D over to Evans. Evans takes a shot. It goes wide. Capelin picks it up. He takes a shot behind the net. Centering pass is blocked. Axe holds it in at the point. He sends it towards the front of the net, but the Leafs knock it away. And they get out of zone. Sting regroup. Evans has it, sends it up to Salas. Salas circles with the puck. Sting are changing, and they knock it into the zone. Leafs flip it high out of the zone. Evans goes back to get it. Bounces over a stick, though. And the Leafs are able to change. Sends it over to Dorn. Dorn sends it over to Capelin. Capelin goes into the Leaf zone. Drops it off for Dorn. Dorn centering pass. almost found the stick. The scales, so now the Leafs are counterattacking the other way. They have it along the boards. Land pins him against the boards. And Land has it in the corner now. Now the Leafs knock it away from him. He has it. And the Leafs take it away. Their pass goes to the slot, but they don't see it. Now Dorn skates out with it. He's getting slashed. No call. He takes a shot. Goes off the glove of the Leafs goalie, barely over the net. And it goes around, and the Leafs take it going the other way. They got a 4-on-2. I don't know how all the forwards got caught up, but they got a 4-on-2, and they call offsides. Ooh, so the Sting avoided a bad situation there. They called offsides. Somehow, all the forwards got caught up, and they had a 4-on-2. 5:42 to go in the period. Ditch comes out with Middles and Pickle go in and field. Leafs win the faceoff again. They gain the line, send it in deep behind the net. Gwynn blocks the shot attempt and picks it up. He sends it off the glass out of the zone. And Pickle's chasing after it, but the Leafs get it by him. Middles picks it up, chips to the head to Pickle, and it goes into the Leaf zone. They go behind the net with the puck. They send it up around the boards. Now they send it to the guy streaking through the zone. It's intercepted by Middles. He sends it in deep. And Ditch is chasing after it. They spin away from him. They send it over to D-man. They ring it around the boards. Gwynn's there to hold it in. Middles picks it up. He takes a shot. It's blocked. It goes behind the net. And Leafs drop it off on their regroup. I don't understand where our forwards are. There's like no pressure by our wingers so far. They just get a free breakout every time. Their shot's partially deflected, and Hackman holds on for a face-off with 4:50 to go until the ice scrape. Trader, Capelin, Otero are coming out for the forwards. Face-off taken by Sting. They do the bank pass up to Trader. Trader skating after it, and the Leafs get back. Trader has it in the corner. He spins off. He walks in. Centering pass goes off the stick of Otero, but he was tied up. He couldn't get a good stick on it, and the goalie holds on for a face-off. So Trader won the race to the puck, but they're able to whack the stick right when he got to it. Good centering pass to Otero, and the Leafs made another good defensive play. Able to prevent a good shot by Otero. Face-off taken by Capelin to Trader. Trader sends it down behind the net. Capelin falls down going after it, and Leafs backhand it up the glass. It's held in by Axe at the point. Centering over to Otero is knocked away from him, and the Leafs are going out of the zone with it. They're getting to the Sting zone. They're looking to center it, and it goes on net, and Hackman covers it for a face-off. Leafs have been very strong in their defensive end. I can see why they've only given up 19 goals in league play so far. Very good tying up the stick, poking the puck away. Now we got a defensive zone face-off with Land, Dorn, and Knittel. Actually, that's Salas and Friedman. Puck finds its way to the front of the net, and Hackman saves it and holds on for a face-off. Face-off taken by Land. He sends it to the point. Leafs intercepted. Shot through traffic. It's deflected off the arm of Axe, and it goes wide. Leafs dig it out of the corner. Now Land has it, and Salas picks it up. He sends it to Evans, going through the neutral zone. It's knocked off of his stick again. The Leafs are really good at knocking it off the stick. Held in by Land at the point, and we are going to have a penalty on the Leafs. It's going to be a tripping on the Leafs, and the Sting are going to go on power play. 3:43 to go for the ice scrape. So we have Capelin, Knittel, and Dorn coming out with Scales and Bogle. Face-off taken by the Leafs again, however, and they send it up off the glass. Capelon's there to get it. He's being tied up. He sends it back to Vogel at the point. Vogel has it, sends it back to Capelon, and he settles it down. Sends it back to Vogel. Vogel back to Capelon. He walks in. He loses the handle. He's got to spin back with it. Sends it back to Vogel at the point. He walks in. Sends it over to Scales. Scales right back to Vogel. Takes a shot. It's deflected by Doran. Rebound by Scales and a save by the Leafs goalie. 1:33 to go in the power play. Face-off taken by the Sting. They play back to Scales. Scales skates it down the circle, plays it to Vogel. Vogel sends it over to Capelon. It's behind him, but Capelon's able to gather it, send it back to Vogel. Vogel back to Capelon. Capelon sends it back to Vogel, holds it in at the line. Stinger finally able to settle it down, gives it to Doran. He walks in. He takes a shot. It's blocked. Rebound by Scales. Pad save. Backhand just goes wide by Doran. And the Leafs are able to send it high off the glass, out of the zone. 1 minute to go in the power play. Sting have had some good chances so far. They send it up to Doran. Then Doran sends it over to Knittel. Knittel skates in. His centering pass is deflected, and it's knocked away by the Leafs. Vogel's there to hold it in. It's picked up by Knittel. He does a toe drag. It's knocked away from him. They send it up out of the zone, and they wave off icing for some reason. 34 seconds to go in the power play for the Sting. Scales has it on his stick. He skates with it into the Leafs zone, drops it off for Capelon. Capelon's over to Middles. Middles whiffs on the shot. And the Leafs are able to send it down the ice. And that would be icing with 16 seconds to go in the power play. Ditch, Middles, and Pickle are out with Field and Gwynn for the last 16 seconds of the power play. Face off, goes behind the net. Pickle goes back to get it. His stick is tied up. Ditch picks it up. He sends it to Gwynn at the point. Gwynn walks in. He takes a shot through track of it. It's deflected. Pad save by the Leafs goalie. 4 seconds to go in the power play. Pickle sends it up the boards to Ditch. He can't handle it. And now the Leafs are going out of the zone. They try to hit the guy coming out of the box, but they didn't. Now Gwynn has it on the regroup. He sends it through neutral zone, trying to hit Middles, but he can't reach it. He falls down, trying to get the puck, and the Leafs circle behind the net with the puck. They send it up, bounces over the pitch stick. Guy came off the bench. It's knocked away by Field, and it's offsides on the Leafs. Gwynn sends the kid into the boards who was coming in offsides. And he breaks his stick. Face-off coming to a neutral zone. Land, Otero, and Trader are out with Gwynn and Field. Face-off taken by the Sting. They play it back, but it gets by Field. He has to go and regroup. He sends it up to Otero. Otero can't handle the pass, and the Leafs are regrouping in their zone. They go D to D on the pass. They get into the Sting zone. Nope, blocked by Gwynn, and Trader picks it up. He sends it in deep into the Sting zone. It's on goal. They overskate the puck. Trader's on the forecheck. He pins him against the boards. And now Land is there to help dig it out. Trader picks it. His centering pass almost to Otero. Leafs intercept it, and they get out of the zone. Cross-ice pass. There's that guy leaking out again. Sting don't see it behind him. They send a shot towards the net. It's gloved down by Hackman. And Trader's going through the Leafs zone with speed. He gets around one guy. He gets around another. He centers it. Oh, just out of the reach of Otero. Axe picks it up. He twirls, sends it towards the net. And they glove it down for a face-off. With 33 seconds to go in the period. Or not in the period, until the ice scrape. Capelon comes out with Knittel and Dorn backed up by Evans and Axe. Face off won by Kate. Oh my gosh! He had the center slip play perfect to Knittel and wide open net and somehow sends it over the net. Dorn is checked from behind into the boards. Or that's Salas that was checked from behind into the boards. And that will be a penalty on the Leafs with 22 seconds to go to ice scrape. That was an obvious check from behind. The Leafs parents are upset. They just give him a roughing call. So Stinger going to go on the power play. Wow, Knittel's mad with himself for missing that one. So here we go, 22 seconds to go. Capel's there to take the face off. He can't win the draw, but he gets it back. It's in some skates. Salas has, but that's Dorn. Who is it? That's Salas. Plays it to Evans at the point. Sends it over to Axe. 10 seconds to go. Sends it towards the net. It's deflected behind the net. Salas picks up. Centers it to Knittel. He can't get a shot off. Sends some skates. And that will do it for the first half of the second period. Stinger down 1-0, but they're starting to put on some good pressure. They'll have 1:37 on the power play when we come out of intermission. So the Sting are going to start out the second period with 1:37 to go on their power play. See if we can get one back here and equalize this game. Starting out the second period will be Capelin, Salas, and Dorn with Gwynn and Evans. Face off taken by Sting. Gwynn has it. He sends it over to Evans. Evans sends it to Capelin, streaking through the neutral zone. He goes into the Leaf zone. He puts on the brakes, sends it to Evans. Evans walks in, shot through traffic, glove save by a Leafs goalie. Holds on for a face-off. Face-off taken by the Sting. Dorn sends it back to Evans. Evans over to Gwynn. Gwynn sends it to Dorn in the slot. He takes a shot through traffic. It deflects high off the glass over the net. Capelin picks it up, sends it back to Evans. He goes D to D over to Gwynn. Gwynn takes a shot. It's blocked down by the Leafs, and they flip it out of the zone. Evans goes back to get it. There's 1 minute to go in the power play. Evans is circling with it, sends it over to Capelin. Capelin gets into the Leaf zone. He still has the puck. It's centering past the Dorn, but it's knocked away before he can get a shot off. That's Salas. They knock it away before he can get a shot off. Salas has it, sends it over to Capelin. Capelin looking to backdoor pass to Salas. He shoots it just wide. Salas sends it back to Capelin at the point. He walks in, sends it over to Gwynn, backdoor. One-timer saved by the Leafs goalie. They get it just out of the zone. It bounces over to skate to Evans. Evans got to go back to get it. He sends it over to Capelin. Capelin will go into the zone again, see if he can make something happen. He tries to split the D, but it's knocked away from him, and the Leafs take it, and they're going the other way, one-on-one with Evans. He goes wide. He whiffs on the puck, and Evans forces him to the corner, and he kicks it over to Gwynn with 10 seconds to go on the power play. Gwynn has it. Tries to send it over to Capelin. Capelin deflected it into the Leaf zone, and that will do it for the power play. Leafs dig it out. They send it up to the neutral zone. It's picked up by Middles. He's got to wait up as the Sting clear the zone. He tries to spin off with it, but the referee is in the way. Middles still has it, but now he loses it, and the Leafs send it up and out of the zone. They send it deep into the Sting zone, so Sting could not capitalize on that power play. They had a few good chances, but could not find the back of the net again. They're having a little bit of trouble finding the back of the net today. Really, for the past couple weeks. It's kind of lost our mojo a little bit. I mean, it's a long season, so, I mean, you're going to go through ups and downs like this. But hopefully we can start having some ups again lately. So here's Land with the puck. Little saucer pass over to Knittel. Knittel races into the zone after it. He shoves the Leafs player down. Leafs pick it up behind the net. They send it up. Hits the referee. They can't get it out of the zone. Trader's there. He digs it out. He sends it over to Knittel. It's in Knittel's skates. And Knittel has it again. It's knocked away from him, and the Leafs send it up out of the zone. And that's going to roll all the way down to the Sting zone for icing. So we have Land, Trader, and Otero out for the faceoff with Vogel and Scales. Faceoff taken by the Leafs, and they send it behind the net. Otero chases after it. Leafs drop it back behind their net. Trader's going in on the forecheck. He forces them to pass it, and Otero forces them back again. They sing it around the boards behind the net. It goes in the corner. It's still in the corner. Neither the Trader or the Leafs player saw it. The Leafs player sends it up. It's held in at the point by Scales. He sends it to the middle, but it's intercepted by the Leafs. They're skating out of the zone. They send it deep into the Sting zone. They beat Scales to the puck. Scales pins him against the boards. And Land is there to help try to dig it out, but the Leafs come away with it. Now Land takes it, and he's going the other way. He puts on the brakes, goes the other way behind the net. He chips it ahead to Otero. Otero skates into the Leaf zone with it, sends it down behind the net. Still has the puck, centers it to ditch, but it's deflected by the Leafs, and the Sting cannot get a shot off again. The Leafs are going into the Sting zone with the puck. Quick counterattack by them. It's knocked out of the zone, and Ditch has it. He goes behind the net. He reverses it over to Evans. Evans pokes it ahead to Otero, but Otero can't get it out of the zone. Leafs have it. They try centering pass, one-timer, big save by Hackman. Now Ditch has it. He whiffs on the clearing attempt. Trader picks it up. They try to hit Trader, but Trader reverses him. They send it into the Sting zone on net. Hackman gloves it down to Evans. Evans sends it over to Vogel. Vogel tips it up and out of the zone, right to the Leafs, and the Leafs will regroup. They send it into the Sting zone. They walk down the boards. They take a shot towards the net. Rebound comes out front, and Hackman is able to cover for a faceoff with 3:23 to go in the period. Capelin comes out with Freeman and Salas, backed up by Evans and Axe. Face off one back to Evans. He reverses it over to Axe. Axe skates out with it. He sends it, tried to get it to Capelin's behind him, deflects off the Leafs stick into their zone, and Capelin's on the forecheck. Leafs go D to D behind their net. They get it up out of the zone, and that looks like that was deflected by the Sting, but they missed it, and it'll be icing on the Leafs. Face off coming back into the Leafs zone. Looks like Capelin told Salas to be ready for the puck, but Leafs win the face-off and they go right through the zone. It gets by everybody, and that'll be icing on the Leafs. So we will try the face-off again. .256 to go in the second period. Face off one by Capelin. He sends it over to Axe. Axe takes a shot through traffic. It's deflected. Ooh, good little save. Nice little deflection by Salas, but they're able to make the save. He squirts to the front of the net, and Freeman knocks it just wide. Battle for it behind the corner. Salas picks it up. He sends it back to Evans at the point. Evans sends it back over to Axe. Axe walks in, takes a shot through traffic, goes high over the net, and that's way loose. Evans has it, sends it back to Freeman. Freeman sends it into the corner. Salas chases after it. It's along the boards. It's held in by Axe. Leafs are trying to chip it out. It's held in by Pickle. And finds the stick of Salas again. And he still has it in the Leafs zone. He walks in and takes a shot. Blocker save by the Leafs goalie. Pickle has it. He goes to the middle. It's knocked away from him, and now the Leafs are going the other way. Leafs get it through the neutral zone. They go into the Sting zone. They try a toe drag around Evans. Evans knocks it away. Capelin has it. He tips it up and out. Salas takes an elbow to the head as he clears the zone. The Leafs send it rink wide. They gain zone entry. It's kicked out of the zone. Pickle goes back to pick it up. He has it. He drops it off to Gwynn on the regroup. Gwynn sends it up to Capelin. Capelin sends it in deep. And Middles is chasing after it. Leafs send it off the glass. Gwynn intercepts it. He's skating through the zone with it. He gets into the Leafs zone. Pass to the middle, but it's knocked away by the Leafs. And now the Leafs are going the other way. It's 2-on-2. Take a shot. It's gloved by Hackman. And he'll hold on for a faceoff with 1:20 to go in the period. Sting have been putting on a lot of pressure this period. They just cannot find the net. Dorn and Knittel are out with Land, Field, and Gwynn. Face off, taken by the Sting. Field tried to send out of zone, but it was blocked down. Now it's along the boards. Dorn is battling for it. Dorn's taken down by Slewfoot, no call. The Leafs come away with it. They drop it to the D-man at the blue line. They go to DDD. It's intercepted by Dorn. He pokes around one defender. He goes into the zone with it. And the Leafs recover. They check him into the boards. Knittle's on the forecheck. And the Leafs pick it up. They send it up, not out. Land holds it in. He gets it. He sends it back into the corner. And Knittle's on the forecheck. Leafs drop it off to the corner. They go cross ice, break out. Land is on the back check, but the Leafs pick it up. It's into feet. Scales has it. Land reverses the kid. They're calling a penalty on Land for what? That's a terrible call. They were coming in to try to check Land, and he reversed him. And they're calling interference on Land. That's a terrible call. 29 seconds to go in the period. So Singer going to go on the penalty kill for a really good play by Land. Trader comes out with Ditch, Vogel, and Scales. That was not a penalty. That's unbelievable that they called that. Anyway, doesn't matter. You got to beat the refs. Sting take it. Trader sends it out of the zone, and the Leafs have got to regroup. They go behind their net looking to set up the rush. Now they go forward with 15 seconds to go. They go rink wide. Trader knocks it away from him, and then Ditch sends it to a neutral zone. The Leafs have got to regroup again. Trader pokes it away. Leafs are regrouping with 4 seconds. They send it in, hits the linesman. They drop it off. They take a shot with 1 second left. Ekman makes the save at the buzzer. And it's 1-0 Leafs heading into the third period. They will have 1:31 left on their power play as we start the third period. Capelin and Middles, Vogel and Scales start out the third period for the penalty kill. Face off taken by Capelin. He's tripped up and they call it. So tripping call on the Leafs. We'll have a 4-on-4 with a minute 26, and then this thing will have a short 34-second power play. Face off won by the Leafs behind the net. Hits the back of the net, and Capelin almost picks it up. Leafs have it. They send it rink wide, but no one's there. Scales goes back to get it. Scales settles it down, sends it to Vogel. Vogel sends it over to Capelin. He can't handle the pass, and it goes right to the Leafs. They can't handle their pass, and Capelin's in the zone with it. He takes a shot. Blocker save by the Leafs goalie. Vogel picks up the rebound, sends it towards the net. It's deflected. It goes behind the net. Capelin picks it up. He sends over to Scales. Scales sends it down to Vogel. Vogel back to Scales. And he's got to go out of the zone. He had a tough pass to handle from Vogel at the blue line. Capelin drops it off the Scale. Scale sends it ahead to Middles. Middles skates in. He takes a shot. It hits the chest of the Leafs goalie, goes to the corner. They drop it off behind the net. 36 seconds to go in the 4-on-4. They send it up around the boards, and no one's there for this thing. I have no idea where the defense is at. And they go in, shot towards the net, and Hackman holds on for a face-off. I have no idea where our defender was at the blue line there. The Leafs got an opportunity on goal. So now we have Ditch and Dorn out with Evans and X. Face off, one back to Evans. He sends it around to Axe. Axe skates up through the zone with it. He's still skating with it. Sends it over to Ditch, coming through the neutral zone. He gets into the Leaf zone. He puts on the brakes. Sends it to Evans at the point. Evans sends it down to Axe. Axe centering pass gets through Dorn. Ditch is able to pick it up along the boards. He spins off with it. It's pinned against the boards. Dorn's hit from behind into the boards. No call. Now Land's penalty is over, and we'll have a power play for 28 seconds. But the Leafs send it down the ice. They win the race to the puck. They send a shot. It goes wide. And it's picked up by Dorn. He drops it off for Evans. Evans sends it over to Ditch. It was probably offsides. They didn't call it, but you know what? They've missed some offside calls on them. Evans has it at the blue line. He spins off, drops it off for Dorn. Dorn tries to take a shot, but his stick is tied off, and he whips. And that'll do it for the short power play for the Sting. The Leafs, and they take a slapper from the blue line. It goes way over the net. Land picks it up. He chips it off the boards to Ditch. Ditch has it, and he spins away with it. He goes behind the net. He sends up the boards, but no one's there for the Sting. I'm not sure what we were doing right there. And now it's pinned in the corner. Evans has it. Ditch has it. Evans has it. He loses it to the Leafs. They play it back to the blue line. They play it DDD. And they send it back down below behind the net. And they send it around to the other corner. Trader goes back to get it. He chips it out of the zone. And Otero's chasing after it. They send it through the middle. And they're into the Sting zone. They walk in. Poked away by Gwynn. Good play by Gwynn. He sends it up the boards to Trader. Trader sticks tied up, but he gets it ahead to Capelin. Capelin gets into the Leaf zone. He gets around the defender. He's hooked. No call. He has it behind the net. He puts on the brakes. He still has it. He's hooked again. Still no call. Otero picks it up. And the Leafs are able to get out of the zone. Gwynn has it on the regroup. He sends it deep into the Leaf zone. It rings around the net. And Capelin's there to get the puck along the boards. It goes out to Field at the point. He sends a shot. It's blocked. Otero has it. Sends it down to Capelin. Capelin sends over to Gwynn. Gwynn with the shot. Oh, just wide. Trader picks it up. Cycles it down to Otero. Otero plays it back to Field at the point. He walks the line, sends over to Gwynn. Gwynn takes a shot through traffic. It goes high over the net. Rings around the boards. Field is there. Sends it back behind the net. Capelin has it. He's looking for options. Sends it back to Gwynn. Gwynn takes a shot through traffic. It's blocked, and it's taken by the Leafs. They try to get out of the zone, but it's held in by Freeman coming off the bench. He sends it to Capelin. He can't quite corral it. He's taken down, and Gwynn holds it in. Capelin has it at the corner. He banks it off the boards to Gwynn. Gwynn walks the line. Shot through traffic. It's deflected, blocked down. The Leafs still can't get it out. Capelin has it. His shot is blocked. And the Leafs finally get it out. They send it down the ice for icing. Oh, man. Really good pressure by the Sting, but they can't find the back of the net still. 11:51 to go in the period. The Leafs do a good job getting in the shooting lanes. They blocked a lot of shots. Sting just cannot get one in. Land is out with Freeman, Salas, Vogel, and Scales. Leafs win the faceoffs. They send around the boards. Back check by Salas. Leafs send it up. They wave off icing for some reason. And Vogel's got to go back to get it. He sends it over to Scales. Behind the net. Scales has it, sends it up to Land. Land is going through the zone with speed. Sends over to Freeman. Freeman takes a shot. It goes wide. Bounces to the front of the net. Salas can't get it, and the Leafs send it high. Glove down by Vogel. He holds it in the blue line. He has it along the boards. It's tied up in his feet. It's knocked away. And Scales has it. He sends a shot. It goes wide of the net. Salas picks it up. And it's knocked out of the zone. Salas has got to regroup. He goes into the Sting zone, but Land was not clear, and it'll be offsides on the Sting. Ditch comes out with Middles and Pickle backed up by Scales and Vogel. Face off taken by the Leafs. Intercepted by Middles. He's in the zone. Backhander towards the net. Saved by the Leafs goalie and does not give up a rebound. Face off taking the Middles. He takes a shot right into the chest. And Leafs goalie holds on for the face off. Face off taken by the Leafs. They circle behind their net. They send it up to their forward on the breakout. And it's knocked away by Vogel at the blue line. He's hit in the face, no call. Ditch skates into the zone with it. He centers it to Pickle. Pickle's on his stick. He drops it for Middles, but it's intercepted. And the Leafs chip it out of the zone. Vogel has it. Now he's skating the other way. And it's knocked off his stick. And the Leafs are going in on a breakaway after Vogel turns it over. A good back check by Scales. They can't get a shot off. Vogel picks it up. He sends it up but not out. But they can't handle it, and Pickle goes away. That should be interference. Why is that not interference? They take it away from Pickle. Leafs go the other way. They drop it to the blue line. He walks in. Their centering pass is picked up by Ditch. He can't get it up and out, but now it's sent up to Pickle. Pickle's chasing after it. Leafs have it D-to-D on their regroup. Stinger changing, and the Leafs are changing as well. Leafs get it. They send it up through the zone. Bounces over their stick, and Evans has it. He sends it over to Axe. Axe sends it over to Dorn. He can't get it, and that'll be icing. Face-off coming back to the Sting zone. 9:45 to go in the period. Face-off taken by the Leafs. They take a shot. It's blocked by Dorn. And he's going through the neutral zone with speed. He gets into the zone. He's forced wide. He's forced behind the net. He's angled off the puck, and the Leafs come away with it. They send it off the boards on the breakout. They go into the Sting zone. He loses the handle. Caplin's tied up, and he can't get it out of the zone. Now the Leafs have it. Sting still can't get it out. Axe has it. He still can't get it out. And finally, it's gotten out by Dorn, but the Leafs intercept it. And they're right back into the Sting zone. And the Leafs are changing. Axe goes back to get it. He misses the puck, but he gathers it. He whiffs on the pass, and the Leafs intercept it. They have it back behind the net. Axe sends it over to Knittel. Knittel sends it ahead to Caplin. Caplin's going through the zone, and it's knocked away from him as the Sting are changing. Leafs pick it up. They send it through a neutral zone. Otero intercepts it. He drops it back to Gwynn. Gwynn sends it over to Field. Field gains the line, sends it in deep to the opposite corner. Trader's on the forecheck, but the Leafs get to it. It's gloved down by Caplin, and they get it out of the zone. Otero has it again, sends it back to Gwynn, and they will try it again. Gwynn handles the pass, sends it over to Otero. Trader picks it up. He's going in all alone. He has it back forward and backhand, and it's saved by the Leafs goalie. Gwynn gloves it down. He takes a shot. It's deflected, goes just wide. Backhand. Another save by the Leafs goalie. Gwynn has it. He sends it towards the net. It's deflected. Gwynn gloves it down again, and the Leafs finally get it out. It's sent ahead to Otero. He goes into the Leafs zone. Tries to get it over to Trader, but he whiffs on the pass. The Leafs have it. Gwynn picks it up. He loses the handle, and Bland has got to regroup in the neutral zone. Gwynn has it, sends over to Field. Field sends it in deep, and the Sting are changing. Oh, Trader had a breakaway. Went forehand, backhand. The Leafs goalie made a fine save. Leafs send it all the way down the ice. It's on goal, so it won't be icing. It's sent over to Vogel. Vogel sends it around the boards to Gwynn. Gwynn sends it off the glass, up to Salas. Salas takes a big check and loses the puck. The Leafs are regrouping with 7:27 to go in the period. They're into the Leafs Sting zone. They send it into the slot. It's picked up by Gwynn. He sends it out of zone. He takes a shot to the face, no call. That's offsides on the Leafs, and it'll be a face-off. Now Ditch comes out with Freeman and Salas backed up by Vogel and Scales. At least when the face-off, they play back to their D-man. They go D to D on the regroup. They whiff on the pass. Salas takes the puck away. He's pinned against the boards. And the Leafs dig it out. They send it back into their zone. And they chip it off the glass and just barely out of the zone, and the Leafs are going the other way. They get zone entry. He loses the handle. They get it towards the front of the net. It's loose still. They center it again. It's blocked away by Freeman. He sends it around the boards, but no one's there for the sting, and the Leafs send it back in. They pick it up along the boards. They send it wide behind the net. Goes to the near side. They send it to the middle. He's wide open on the back. Good little kick save by Hackman on the deflection. That had eyes, but Hackman was able to make save. They send it to the front of the net. It goes wide. Ditch goes back to pick it up. Sends it over to Scales. He can't quite handle the pass, but he's able to retrieve it. But the Leafs knock him off the puck, and they send it back into the sting zone. Vogel sends it up. It's deflected, so it won't be icing. Sting are changing. Leafs send it back around the net. They send it up and out of the zone. They drop it off into the sting zone. Evans goes back to get it. Evans has it, sends it up the middles. Middles pass is blocked though. He gets it out of the zone. And it doesn't go to the zone, so it's not offside, so Middles picks it up. He skates into the Leaf zone with it. And it's knocked away from him into the corner. Leafs send it around the net to the far side. Axe goes back to get it. He sends it behind the net to Pickle. Pickle has it. Sends it over to Capelin. Capelin plays it to the point to Evans. Evans walks in, takes a shot into the chest, and he holds on for a face-off with 5:24 to go in the period. Leafs win the face-off. They flip it high out of their zone, and they're going 2-on-1. But Evans stands him up and pokes it away. Capelin comes away with the puck. He's going through the neutral zone. He gets around one guy. He gets around another. He goes in. Toe drag. He's knocked off the puck. He's hit in the face. No call. Pass over to Middles. Middles takes a shot. It goes just over the net. It's held in at the point by Evans. Sends it down to Capelin. Capelin kicks it ahead to his stick, and he can't quite hold it in. It'll be offsides. Capelin gets rocked across the face with a flying elbow and no call. We're getting the Chicago treatment down in St. Louis. Land, Kniddle, and Dorn come out with Gwynn and Field for the face-off. Leafs win the face-off. They get it off the boards into the neutral zone, into the sting zone. Lands on the back check. He takes the puck. He's taken down, and no call. Leafs come away with it. They take a shot. It hits the side of the net. They try to flip it over the net for the alley-oop, and it hits the back of the net. Land comes away with it. He chips it ahead to Kniddle. Kniddle can't get there. Leafs send it back behind the net. Their centering pass is knocked away by going to the corner. And the Leafs still have it. They send it back around the net. They cycle it down low. They have it at the face-off dot. They send it behind the net, and Field is there to get the puck. Field has it. He flips it high, but not out. It's gloved down by the Leafs. Offsides. No call. Dorn comes away with the puck. He's going 1-on-2. He takes a shot. It's gloved down by the Leafs goalie, and he holds on for a face-off with 4:03 to go in the period. Trader comes out with Otero and Ditch, backed up by Vogel and Scales. Face-off taken by the Leafs. They send it to the boards, and they ring it around behind the net to the opposite side. Scales is there to pinch. He can't hold it in, but Otero gets it. He sends it back into the zone, but the Leafs pick it up, and they're counterattacking. Trader misses the check, and the Leafs regroup back into their defensive zone. They send it ahead, and they send it deep into the sting zone. Rings all the way around. Scales gets it. He sends it up out of the zone, and that'll be icing on the sting. I'm not sure what he was thinking on that one. So 3:35 to go in the period. Face off, taken by the Sting. Try to send it over to Trader, but it's deflected. They send it back towards the net. Scales whiffs on the clearing attempt, and Trader picks it up. And he's skating through the zone with it. He's trying to make something happen. He goes around the D. It's knocked off of his stick, and it goes to the corner. It goes behind the net. Taro's there, and Ditch is there. Ditch blocks the pass. He ties it against the boards, and it's knocked away by the Leafs. And the Leafs come away with it, and they get it out of the zone. Scales has it, puts it in off sides. And we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. 3:04 to go in the period. Salas, Freeman, and Capelin come out with Axe and Evans. Face off, tied up in some skates. The Leafs have it. They flip it towards the Sting zone. Axe goes back to retrieve it, sends it over to Evans. Evans back to Axe on the regroup. He sends it ahead to Salas. He flips it into the zone to Capelin. Capelin centers it, but it's knocked away by the Leafs, and they go to the neutral zone. Salas picks it up again. He walks into the Leaf zone. Toe drags around one guy. It's knocked away from him. He goes into the zone, chases after it. Freeman pins it against the boards. Capelin comes to try to dig it out, and Capelin gets it. Sends it to Axe on the back door, hops over a stick. Axe centering pass goes over Freeman's stick, and the Leafs get it out of the zone. They're going the other way. They send it in deep with 2:20 to go in the period. Goes around the boards, and it's picked up by Capelin. Capelin saucers ahead to Salas, bounces over the stick of Freeman, and the Leafs have it. They chip it ahead. It's picked up by Axe. He skates into the Leafs zone. He goes wide. He goes behind the net. He centers it. It's knocked away by the Leafs. They send it off the glass and out of the zone, and Evans has to go back to get it. He goes through the neutral zone. He gets the Leafs zone. He sends it in deep. Goes behind the net. Leafs send it up around the board. Salas holds it in. Sends it off the boards. Back behind the net. Caplin's back to get it. Centers it to the middles. One-timer, and he misses the net. Goes wide all the way out. Evans regroups. Sends it over to Gwynn. Gwynn gets around the forecheck. Gets it into the Leaf zone. Middles picks it up in the corner. He has it behind the net. He's battling for it. The Leafs dig it out. They send it off the glass and out of the zone. What are we calling? So behind the play, Middles gets a stupid penalty, and now the Sting are going to go on a penalty kill with 1:18 to go in the game. I don't know what happened. I was watching the other way, but that is not a smart play. That puts us in a really tough spot with 1:18 to go. So Land is out with Knittel, Field, and Gwynn. And Sting are going to call a timeout. So if the Sting are going to want to tie this game up, they're going to have to do it shorthanded. So this is going to be a tough task. Sting are going to have to sell out on the point, try to knock it out of the zone and go in on a breakaway. So it might backfire on them and give up a power play goal, but we don't really have a choice at this point. Face-off taken by the Leafs. They have it at the point. They go D to D. Heavy pressure put on Capelin, and that's what happens. They have it right in the slot. Shot blocked by Gwynn. Capelin pokes it by him, and he's going into the neutral zone. He's angled off the puck. Their pass is blocked by Land. He picks it up in the corner, but he can't handle the puck. Now the Leafs are going the other way. Sting pulled their goalie. And Capelin picks it up. So we got 5-on-5 with the full goalie. Land has it. He tosses it over to Ditch. Ditch sends it to the middle. No one's there. The Leafs try to get out of the zone. It's held in by Gwynn. Gwynn walks in. He takes a shot through traffic. It hits some legs and goes wide. Leafs have it. They get it off the boards. It's held in by Field. Sends it back down low behind the net. 34 seconds to go. Capelin picks it up. He sends it to Gwynn back at the point. He walks in through traffic. Shot. Goes just wide. Field picks it up along the boards. His centering pack is knocked down by Land. 20 seconds to go. Land sends it over to Gwynn. Gwynn takes a shot. It's deflected. It's knocked down by the Leafs. And they're going to skate it out off the glass, and that's going to be icing with 10 seconds to go. So Capelin, Knittel, Ditch, Gwynn, and Field are going to be out for this last-ditch effort. See if Capelin can do the center slip play over to Knittel. No, Knittel's on the other dot. Face-off taken by Capelin. He goes ahead with the puck. It's loose in front of the net. The Leafs knock it away. They send it down the ice. It goes just wide. And that'll be icing with 2 seconds to go. So unless we can shoot it off the face-off into the net, Sting are going to come away with a 1-0 defeat. The only goal of the game was scored 2 minutes into the game. Sting just could not find the back of the net tonight. Unbelievable. Most of the time when the Sting only give up 1 goal, they win, but not tonight. And that will do it. The Leafs have a 1-0 victory. They're celebrating like they won the Stanley Cup. Ditch is down on the ice hurt. So the Leafs now move to 13-2-2 on the season in league play, but the way they reacted, you think they just won the championship. So hopefully Ditch is okay. He's still down on the ice. So Sting, unfortunately, are coming out here with 1-0 defeat. They really controlled the action all of the third period and most of the second period. Just could not find the back of the net. So we'll be back at it tomorrow against the Leafs in the morning. See if we can come back with a win against them tomorrow. So, unfortunate loss. The Sting are having a little bit of trouble finding the back of the net the past couple weeks. Maybe we can turn things around tomorrow. See you then.